Gotta get message. Save my brothers in arms. What, who are you, miss? Diana, Princess of Themyscira, daughter of Hippolyta. I'm here to put an end to this war that was started by Ares. My mission would be infinitely easier if somebody like you was with us, miss. Should I do this entire review in just one take, as it felt like Sam Mendes just shot this movie entirely in one take? Well, I'll do my best. 1917, directed by Sam Mendes, director of the most recent Bond installments, Skyfall and Spectre, and is the 2019 war epic from Sam Mendes, based on a story that his grandfather once told him. So 1917 tells the story taking place in World War One, where two British soldiers are given this imperative mission that they needed to deliver this message to save the lives of 1,600 men who are walking into a trap. And now, 1917, I am going to straight up 1000% agree with the general consensus. 1917 is the most stellar, brutal, harrowing, riveting, and most importantly, most powerful war movie I've ever seen in my life. And that's no lie. It is better than Saving Private Ryan, it's better than Pearl Harbor, it's better than Hacksaw Ridge, and it's better than Dunkirk. And this feels like Sam Mendes' most personal movie project, as this was a story that inspired by a story from his grandfather. His grandfather may have fought in the First World War, and yes, and Sam Mendes totally deserves a Best Director nomination for this. In 1917, had I seen it in 2019, I would have included it on my top 10 best movies of that year. But we in the UK didn't get to see this movie until January 2020, so this is in between a 2019 and 2020 movie for me. I personally think this movie could have been released in 2017, literally 100 years after the year this movie is titled, 1917, but 2019 is still close to that. This movie confirms that Sam Mendes is a magnificent director and filmmaker. Well, he deservedly received praise for Skyfall, and people give him far too much hate for Spectre. I think after seeing 1917, people will rethink and say, you know what, Spectre wasn't that bad. He has never before put more passion into a movie than this. This is why we love movies, and yeah, even though not all of this movie is shot entirely in one take, there is just one cut. So, but aside from that, the entire movie feels like one continuous shot. So it feels like Sam Mendes literally just made the movie in one day, and then they had the wrap party soon after, and. Yeah, Roger Deakins does return to as the cinematographer for 1917, as he was the cinematographer for Skyfall and Spectre. And in Skyfall, there is one continuous shot of Sylvia walking up to Bond, and in the opening of Spectre, there is just one continuous shot of Bond and his girlfriend are just walking through the Day of the Dead festival. So Sam Mendes is the king of continuous shots in film, And there is one, the most epic continuous shot in this entire movie is our protagonist just running through the battlefield, and soldiers are running everywhere. There are explosions, and you are on the edge of your seat. Your heart is pounding, like, please don't die. You've got to make it. This movie has non-stop moments like that, as these two soldiers, these two actors deserve a more fame and work in Hollywood after this movie. These two soldiers are two genuine dudes that are willing to risk all their life and limb to save the lives of their fellow comrades that are in danger. And I have never seen soldiers in a movie more likable than them. And sadly, one of our soldiers is killed off at some point in the movie, so the other needs to go on and deliver the message to his brother in the ending. And this surviving soldier, he is I'm so happy that things did turn out positive for him, as he is so kind that he, in one scene, comes across this woman with her baby, and he kindly hands her food supplies that he has for her and her baby, and thankfully he does make it through the war, and he does find out that he has a wife and a daughter waiting for him at home. Also, Benedict Cumberbatch stars in this movie. He also starred in a War Horse back in 2011. That is Spielberg's most underrated movie, though 1917 is superior to even War Horse. And the war scenes are the most intense war scenes on film to date. That I was silent. One moment in which a German helicopter crashes into the farm which our two lead soldiers have been taking refuge in, and the pilot himself is literally on fire. And they even show the surviving and injured soldiers being bandaged and treated for their bloody injuries from the battles. This is one ballsy war movie that puts your emotions to the freaking test. They display why war truly sucks, and is the worst thing you can ever be involved in. I certainly never want to sign up for the military or armed forces. I don't want anything to do with war after this movie. If I was forced to be a soldier to go through that, even if I came out alive, I would need therapy for goodness knows how long. It is... the horrors of war stay with you for life. And yeah, yes, Sam Mendes. He so accurately recreates the no man's land that was the French countryside in World War One. I was predicting at one point in this movie for Wonder Woman herself to step onto no man's land like she did in her own movie, but because she was in that time period, but that's an entirely different movie. So yeah, overall, 1917. So overall, 1917 is such a stunning and electrifying masterpiece, and it's by far the greatest movie I've seen in 2020. I give 1917 5 stars out of 5. Best movie ever. A masterpiece to be released in January is One Special Occasion. Roll on Sam Mendes' future movies. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what do you think of 1917? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. And I'll see you next time when I continue the Harry Awards, and I still have the 2 Pitch Perfect sequels to review. And I may see Doolittle. Oh boy. which looks like a joke. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.